Hey everybody, it's Greg Harrelson here. Of course, it's Tuesday. It's that time. As I say, I think every time we are here together on the Real Geeks Mastermind group, and going to discuss different topics throughout the various weeks. I change it up quite a bit depending on what I think agents might be able to use at the moment. And so we are going to be talking about, let's see, what are we talking about today? I know what we're talking about, but I forgot to have my banner here, which is, let me just create it anyways. 5 pages. Hold on here. 5 pages you must build on your Real Geeks site. And of course, this is just going to be my opinion, based on the years of building these websites. So 5 pages you must build on your Real Geeks website. That's the topic for today. Just to kind of set up the, set the tone and just kind of give you an idea of you have to determine whether I'm qualified to speak to you all and give you coaching advice and coaching tips, within the Real Geeks ecosystem. But just as for those of you that are not familiar with my relationship with Real Geeks, I'm not an owner of Real Geeks by any means. I'm not a founder. I didn't start it, but I was one of the first websites that they built, maybe in the first 20 websites, possibly. Really don't know for sure, but I was really involved with Real Geeks, in the early days, and kind of grew up with the Real Geeks, platform. And, went from I didn't even care about buyer leads to I need a website that I could SEO. And this is the one we started using, to now we're, generating thousands of leads, thousands and thousands of leads, on a yearly basis, over 1,000 on a monthly basis, and doing 1,000+ transactions, because of our buyer business. So, I've really grown up with it, and through the process, I have about 9 different Real Geeks websites. I get organic traffic. I do pay-per-click traffic. We run social media, opportunities or lead opportunities within in-house. So, and then I have about a couple hundred agents, about 300 agents, on as users of our Real Geeks website. So as you can see, in order to run an operation like this, we have our own onboarding department. We have our own coaching department just for Real Geeks. Soon as an agent comes in, we know how to onboard them and make sure that they know how to use the Real Geeks websites properly to start generating revenue from them. So that's kind of who I am. I just thought that I would share that with you. Right now, I was told the other day that my website has more leads than any other website in the entire system. It also has more traffic. So, that kind of gives you an idea of my commitment to building these things out and building them out the right way. So with that being said, I just thought I would talk to you about, pages that I feel needs to be built on the Real Geeks website. And 5 pages that I said, if I could only tell somebody to build out 5 pages on a website, what pages would they be? Now, I have thousands of pages built out on my websites. Okay, thousands and thousands of pages. So I'm just saying that if I could only tell somebody to build 5, what would those pages be? And that's what we're going to go through today. Real quick, so I don't forget, little shameless plug is of course, I do have a coaching program called Real Geeks Mastery. So you can go to rgmastery.com, as you see on the screen, and just kind of check out the details. Basically, what it is a weekly coaching call live with myself and or my staff who runs my Real Geeks accounts, builds these websites with me, kind of knows the inner workings on the front end and on the back end. And what we're doing is coaching on all kinds of things, whether it's the dashboard, coaching you on how to optimize that, or whether it's the consumer facing website, we're going to teach you that. So what I'm doing here today is kind of just a little bit of a touch or a little introduction to things that we do within our coaching program. Obviously, I can't take but so much of your time on this platform, and I wouldn't want to waste your time talking for hours and hours about building pages. But what we do in our coaching program is we help them build their pages. We basically walk them through the process. So 5 pages you must build on your website. I'm going to go ahead and jump on this right now. The first one is building a page. This is in no order, by the way. This is not the number 1 of the 5. This is just one of the 5. But one of the pages that I could just kind of tell you, if there was one page that I can say that we built this and we got more than we ever expected from it. It's this page. And it's a page that we call the top 10 new listings to hit the market. Now, I'm saying hit the market, but I'm personally living in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So I could say the top 10 new listings to hit the Myrtle Beach market. I would probably include my city name just because I like that in the title, because usually I'm optimizing for that name. So I'm saying the top new listings. You could say the top new Myrtle Beach listings, the top new listings to hit the Myrtle Beach market. You know, title it however you want. But the point is you need a page that brings in the title of that page is the top 10 new listings to hit the market. And what you're going to do, because a lot of people are going to automatically think, well, gosh, does that mean every single day or every week I've got to update it? No. You just build a page, create some content on the page that says, our commitment to helping you find the best, Myrtle Beach real estate is one of our ways to, to demonstrate our commitment is to, give you the top 10 new listings to hit the market in real time. You can build out a paragraph like that, kind of sharing with people what this page is. You might even be able to link that so you can get some interlinks to different pages and drive your SEO, juice up. But then all you have to do is just pull in the new listings that hit the market, because there's probably 10 new listings that hit the market every single day. Most likely. Some of you might be in a smaller market. That might not be the case, but in 2 days, probably 10 new listings hit the market. So if you build a page and then you have the new listings to hit your market populating on that page. Now, I live in Myrtle Beach, so you could have the top 10 new listings to hit the Myrtle Beach market. And I could build a second page if I wanted to, top 10 new listings to hit the North Myrtle Beach market or the Conway market. See how I can do that? And then I can just make sure that when I populate that page with listings from the IDX, it's populated based on how I've titled. And it's what I call an evergreen page. You don't have to go and update it because the IDX is updating it every time there's a new listing. Now, what's really cool is then you can take a link, you can post it on social media. Maybe every Tuesday, post it on your Facebook page or your company's Facebook page, post it, and then link it back to, you're posting a link to that page. So people are going to go off of social media onto your website. We get a lot of traffic. We also embed the link in emails, and we're constantly getting people to visit our website because they're saying, oh, top 10 new listings that hit the Myrtle Beach market. Let me see what's new. Let me check that out. The second one is, now you might think this is basic, but no, it's not. This is not basic. Your personal profile page where you can put your bio and your picture. Of course, it's like, Greg, really? You're going to tell us that? Yeah, but I'm going to tell it to you a little different. I'm saying build your personal profile page, but your personal profile page, yes, should have a bio. And it's okay to let the bio be long. You could have a why hire me section and have a paragraph on that. You could have things about your marketing program, how you work with buyers or how you work with sellers, or maybe you have both. Have it on there. Have that included in your bio so people can really understand what your value is. Have a picture. I think I've already said that. Have a video on that page where you're putting a video out there and say, here's what I do to help people buy homes. The process of buying a home with Greg Harrelson. The process of selling a home through Greg Harrelson. I don't have those specific videos, but I have similar videos to what I just said there. And I'll have those embedded on our profile. See, people are Googling your name. We both know that. And they can find your name on Zillow, or they can find your name on realtor.com. And heck, 25% of the agents on realtor.com haven't even filled out their profile. So then they Google your name, they go to realtor.com and they see there's no information. That's not good. So I want them Googling your name and your profile is coming up first. And then they click on it and they're like, wow, okay, I know what I get with this person. So really it's, yes, you've got to have a personal profile page. I think everybody kind of knows that. and accepts that responsibility for putting one up. But are you really leveraging that page? Are you leveraging it to the point where it becomes an attractor? Are you leveraging a point to the point where, have you SEO'd it? Have you built it in a way that when people Google your name, it's going to come up right in the beginning, so they can skip the Zillows and they can skip the Realtor.coms? Because the challenge is a lot of times we Google our own name and all these other lead companies' websites come up first. Now, you might not be able to topple them all, but I bet you can move your page up that ranking pretty well. And if you'll add pictures, videos, more content, it's going to help you in a significant way. The next one is city pages. Now, again, I share this to you because most of you will have some city pages and you'll have the bare minimum. But one of the reasons why you have city pages is because you might attract somebody to a listing, a property, $600,000, 3-bedroom, 2-bath in this one area. And that's why they're on your website. But in the sidebar, you want to make sure you have all the cities in your marketplace, all of them, not just 3 of them, 4 of them, all of them. Somebody's coming to Myrtle Beach, I want them to be able to also look at North Myrtle Beach and Conway and Pawleys Island and Murrells Inlet and Surfside. I want them to be able to see all of that. What I'm doing is 2 things. Number 1, I'm improving the customer experience. Because see, the more I have available for them to view on my website, the less work they're having to actually put forth to viewing properties on websites. In other words, if they have to bounce off of my website because now they want to go look at a different city, a nearby city, and got to go bounce at a different to a different website, that takes a lot of work. I'm on this website. Why can't I just have it there? So you're improving the customer experience. So don't do the bare minimum. Do every city in your market. I say do every city that's in your MLS. And make sure that you have content. It's not just city and listings. It's city, a little bit about a city page with a little bit of about the city, and then the listings. And even a picture of the city monument, welcome to Myrtle Beach, like a sign like that or something iconic. That would be great. Build the page correctly. Something recognizable for your city is the picture. Make sure you give the picture file a name for SEO purposes. A description of your city. A link in the description to other cities. And then pull in the listings. All of this matters. Again, I could go on for hours probably saying why this matters and how this is not only going to be better for user experience, it's going to be better for SEO. So you maybe one day get some organic traffic, but it also increases the average time that one person sits on your site. The more time they sit on your site, the more of you they consume. The more of you they consume, the more likely you're going to do business with them. The next one here, another obvious one, neighborhood pages. Under each city, I want to make sure that you have the neighborhoods. Take if all your neighborhoods, if you could. Now that would be a big, big project. So take 5 of your most favorite, maybe the most popular, the most searched neighborhoods in your market, in any city, in every city, and build out a page. Neighborhood pages. Again, if they come in and they're looking at something and it's Myrtle Beach and they're like, well, let me check out North Myrtle Beach. And then they hit North Myrtle Beach and see some listings. And then they say, here, check out all the neighborhoods in North Myrtle Beach. And they can go neighborhood after neighborhood. And they go to one neighborhood and then they say, oh, I want to look at another neighborhood. You see how they just keep getting deeper and deeper into my website? That's how this works. I mean, think about this. They maybe see on social media the top 10 new listings that hit the Myrtle Beach market. They come in on that page. And then on the sidebar, they say cities and they see neighborhoods. And then they go, well, let me check out North Myrtle Beach. And then they see neighborhoods. And they say, well, let me check out these neighborhoods. See, that's how it works. They come in on some generic page and then they start getting into the deeper pages. And the people that you capture them as a lead on one of the deeper pages is a higher quality lead. That's what you got to understand. So it starts with the top 10 new listings, the personal profile, the city pages, the neighborhood page, and then number five. Number five is the one that I have here is the blog. Blogging is, now what you can do is you could create a blog every week promoting your top 10 new listings and then drive them to that page. That'd be an idea. You could blog about the communities. You could blog about the neighborhoods. You could do a blog about the top 5 most popular neighborhoods in Myrtle Beach. You could do neighborhoods with pool amenities. You could think of what would be popular for your particular neighborhood, or community. But what I'm saying, you can make those as blogs. And then you could have the top 5 neighborhoods on your blog and a little description about each one of those neighborhoods. And then guess what? You're going to link those back to the neighborhood pages on your website. So you can use the blog to get them to your website. And then you can use those inner pages, the neighborhood pages, to keep them on your website. Blogging is one of the easier ways to continue to generate traffic to your website, to generate content for your website. Now, there's none of these things done by themselves is going to make your website the #1 ranked website in your market. There's many, many, many more things that I would have to coach you. And I don't even know if it's possible if you could get to become the #1 or even on the top 3 or 4, which is where you really want to be. But I can share with you this, that even if you're not ranked in your local market that high and you're not getting organic traffic, then these are the pages that are the most common, that are necessary, that if you're going to drive people to your website through pay-per-click, you got to spend some money to get people, then you got to have these pages, because if you're going to spend money to get them to your website, you need to make sure you've spent time to keep them on your website. If you're going to be, doing things on social media, trying to get people to your website for free, then these are the things that you need to do. Like you could post. I would suggest you post every week, maybe twice a week. Maybe it's a Monday and a Friday, a Tuesday and a Thursday, or some other variation. Maybe you should post a blog on social media, driving people to the top 10 new listings to hit your market. And you do that every week. Like, have it in your calendar, schedule it. You could post like, learn more about the top 5 neighborhoods, and then drive them to the blog. And then from that blog, they can go look at all the properties in those neighborhoods. Now, as I said, we've got thousands of pages on our websites because we've got all the cities and all the neighborhoods, unless I forgot a few or missed a few, but for the most part, we have them all. And because of that, not only are we ranking very well organically, but the time that people spend on our site is a lot more than most, more than average. And the amount of people that bounce off of our site is less. A bounce is like when they click and go on your site and they're like, oh, I don't like this. And then they bounce off real quick. That's a bounce. They don't stay long. Our bounce rate's going to be a lot lower. Our average time on the website is going to be a lot higher. The amount of traffic we're going to get is going to be higher. And we're not having to spend as much money for leads. So again, I'll leave you with this. Even if this doesn't move your ranking, it's worth making sure you have all of these 5. And if you already have all these 5, go and reevaluate them and ask yourself how you can improve them. Like, is one city page linked to another city page or linked to a neighborhood page? Are your neighborhood pages linked to other neighborhood pages on that? Those are backlinks. These are it's kind of like inner links. These are links that are coming from your own website, providing links to other websites. All of that is positive in the eyes of Google. So I hope you find that helpful. Again, you can, if you want more information on stuff like this, more coaching, you want to build your website, you want to just know how to convert your website better, how to do the inner workings and the dashboard and all these bells and whistles, advanced search filters, workflows, and all these things, tagging and whatnot. If you need help with that, you may want to check out Real Geeks Mastery. It's rgmastery.com. Take you right to the informational page. You're going to see it's low cost, it's no contract, and it's extremely, extremely informative. And the agents that participate have seen great results. All right, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.